I would put it on the bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles.
You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what?
Man,
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too.
What's the creepiest urban legend in your town?
He said in a creepy way.
Wait, mine? In my hometown?
That's just a general question.
Corn, your hometown's Mexico, dude. You know how fucking creepy.
Mexico's
Like-
not a town.
Yeah, well,
It's a city.
Okay,
it's a country, asshole.
No, fuck you, Mexico City.
well, that's where he's from, and you gotta think like La Llorona's down there, like real shit. Like some crazy, like you gotta sacrifice people.
Well, in my town, and that's Hemet, California, there's this place
My
called...
goddamn town, bitch. I was born here.
Damn. So I'm sorry for you.
I know, right?
So am I.
The entire podcast following is apologize to Rookie in advance.
Yeah, so in my town, there's this place called
Why are you saying it like that, asshole?
Massacre Canyon.
Massacre Canyon, yes.
Yeah.
We've gotten drunk there. Well,
I lost my
haven't
tooth
gone-
there.
Yeah. I haven't gone exploring much. I just went to the fireplace and
That's
got drunk.
And then in the middle of the night, you never gone hiking there?
No.
Why are you going hiking there in the middle of the night? I'll admit that
No,
has
in the
to be scary as
daytime.
fuck. Okay.
No, yeah.
I didn't even like walking through there in the middle of the night
Yeah, that
just
shit's
to the
not
fucking
cool.
fireplace. That shit's scary.
Yeah, there's snakes and shit over there.
Yeah.
It's not, and the ground is full of rocks, dude. There's no place to
I'm
get to.
pretty sure a couple thought they were about to get raped when they stumbled upon all of us getting drunk at the fireplace. We see a flashlight coming from the distance. Instantly, everybody's just like, "Who the fuck's there?" And these little white kids, they were going to fuck deep in the woods, man. Dude, we didn't see them we didn't see them for the rest of the night. I didn't, at least. I didn't stay all night though.
I was pretty drunk.
But there was some corny white kid I remember from high school walking with a chick. I think he might have had two chicks. He might have just went and got himself a good old fashioned alpha dog style 3-way. Now that I think about it, he might have gotten a fucking bus canyon and shit. Jesus. Yeah. But anyway,
massacre.
I don't remember this.
This
I was
place-
already passed out.
this place on the way outside of town, pretty much. It's kind of a blink and you'll miss it canyon area. At least the entrance from Gilman Springs, which that's the only entrance. Isn't it? I don't know.
Well, right there,
Yeah.
right off the riverbed.
One way in, one way out.
You want to die tonight?
Well, it doesn't help that the curve, like, it's a sharp ass curve out of nowhere.
Yeah, with like the weirdest patch of ness on the side of the road for you to park a car, or two,
Yeah.
or three if you really want to sneak some shit in.
I've seen some people
Yeah.
like really pack that side, and you're just like, what the they're gonna. This is why people die on Gilman.
I forget white people like to go there to do like recreational, like fun recreational stuff.
You know, like
actual-
hiking
Yeah,
and jogging.
yeah.
It's about all you can do.
Well, it's all tagged up. I don't know if you guys ever made it to the waterfalls.
No,
I made it to the waterfalls back in the day when it wasn't a shithole.
Yeah, it's pretty tagged up, dude. There's
There's dicks everywhere.
yeah, you can't take a picture without a fucking having a cock in your face or something next to your face or something.
I used to think Massacre Canyon was just something that the kids called it, just to make it sound cool and shit. Massacre Canyon, yeah, that sounds.
Oh, it's a
sounds
ghost
brutal.
story.
Yeah, that's a ghost story in the name. Just Massacre Canyon. You just instantly think of just old death and massacre and blood and gore and guts.
It sounds like you're going to be walking on skulls on the way to go camping.
Like if you fall asleep there, you wake up dead. Don't ask how you wake up dead. It just happens.
I ain't going to wake up dead.
But, Corn,
Well, actually, it's kind of like that, sort of. Back in the day, actually, there's a reason why they actually call it like that. I guess back in the day, these two warring these two tribes started fighting over some food plant. You know what I mean? So what happened was like, they're like, okay, fuck this. We're going to war. So basically when they were doing negotiations, one of the guy got shot. So they all started basically they fought for a while until reinforcements came from the other side.
which side?
Corn, you're making this very just blank, bland. Very confusing, to be quite honest.
Yeah, as soon as
Can
you
you take
said
over?
from the other side, that's when it
Please take over.
He's like, you put too much pressure on me now.
Yeah, because you were confusing the fuck out of me. I was like, which side are you fucking talking about?
Alright.
So there's two separate sects of Laseno Indian tribes that went fighting back in the day over what was the herb corn? Was
It's a cheap plant. I guess it was something salvia, but it's not the salvia that makes you trip. It's a salvia that feeds you or something like that cures heart conditions and stuff like that.
So
They say.
wink wink makes you trip. So
Balls.
two warring sects pretty much would be Hemet and Sanseno, and one side would be the Temecula's. Well, the Temecula's ran out of this plant.
The water supplies. They ran out of the water supplies. We still had the area still had the riverbed, which was flowing back in 1800 or some shit like that.
So then Temecula's are like, fuck off, bro. We want that. Hemet and Sanseno was like, no, not taking that. So they started a war. The Temeculans, or whatever you want to call those motherfuckers, the Temecula Indians were kicking the shit out of the Hemet people who were actually holding back for a second. They get into this place called Massacre Canyon.
No, Hemet people were winning. Temecula people called
The reinforcements didn't come until they got into the canyon.
Oh, really? Damn.
That's how the canyon became a massacre.
Wow.
They got pushed back, and you seen 300? Mm-hmm. There you go.
Do it backwards.
Yeah, do it backwards. Instead of them pushing through and funneling, they got backed up and started funneling. So the Hemet and Sanseno Indians were fucking shit up. Then reinforcements finally came for Temecula and kind of just
Boxed
started.
them in.
They
Just
started
walled them in.
boxing, climbed up the walls, went around the backside of it, the canyon, and started shooting arrows down at their own people and
I think it
also
was
the
guns.
Hemet people. You think it was guns?
Yeah, it was guns.
Or-
Yeah. Guns?
Don't be afraid to be stereotypical.
Oh, okay.
You really think Hemet and Sanseno Indians could afford guns?
Now, yeah.
Now? Fuck yeah. But back then,
Touche.
What
Like
if,
now,
what if
hell yeah.
they could, if there was some rich white guy that was orchestrating this whole war between the two of them?
the Hyatts.
Yeah. Let's just cut off one guy, cut off one tribe, and then
I don't think that's
supply
real,
them
but
with guns, and then watch them just, like Tupac said, give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other.
like I don't want to be a dick to the Hyatts. They have nice schools and whatnot. But the Hyatts and Records are like two of the most
Fuck them both.
recorded, I guess, back in our history of this town. So yeah, it might have been them just being like, "Hey, Indians, we took your water," and then lied about it and showed it to be other Indians, and there you go. Who knows? White man really ruined shit.
They took your plant. What? And they took your water. What?
And then on top of it, we're gonna build a ginormous cult right next to it for mainly white people.
But you know a white person that doesn't make us want to join a cult? I assume he's white. At least from the pictures. Mr. John Frickin Smith. Why'd you guys look so confused for a second? Korn
Oh,
did.
I've seen pictures of John Frickin Smith. I don't think I was about to say.
Wait, I've seen a video of him on
Yeah,
goddamn
he's
YouTube. On his website. He's white. So yeah, you heard of the beautiful song "Yours to Keep" from the album,
Songs of the Great Collapse.
which can be heard at johnfrickinsmith.com. I'm not even gonna throw.
I wasn't.
Korn
Yeah,
that
I wasn't. I was
opportunity.
letting it happen. You snapped at him. You didn't snap at me. You snapped at him, and I took it because I don't want to hear the same fuck up every week.
Yeah. And you can, you head to johnfrickinsmith.com, check out that beautiful song for yourself, and the album. Ooh, I think I just came a little just thinking about it. What the hell are you doing? You stretching? Did your leg fall asleep already?
No, dude, it felt like my right nut was retracting into my stomach area.
That's so horrible.
I know, so I had to stand up and kind of make sure it was coming down.
Now, you know, sometimes, you ever like, I don't know. We're going back to this, we're going back to the weird Tober situation here, and we've got these cults on the mind. Because it's a fascinating concept of just like it's hypnosis in a weird way.
It's a situation where if you think of it, anyone could truly be a cult leader. Really. All you have to be is super enthusiastic and truly believe in that same idea. And other people will eventually believe, even if they're fucking crazy, they will believe in that idea. Plenty of people have created cult or cult-like situations all around off of one basic idea.
Yeah.
One that they like so much. That's why there's also the cult movies and shit like that, like the cult following for movies, but not as gnarly as some cults.
Well, that usually also refers to just not being as popular mainstream, but like it didn't do financially well, but people actually were fans of it.
Yes, it's not 100%.
Yeah.
That's why it's not the
Yeah.
gnarly cults.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you look at any group of common interest people, you can eventually call it a cult. Religion's the easiest one. I remember being, about 10 years old, and I got a kid across the street invited me to go to fucking youth group with him. The fucker told me there was cute girls there, so I'm like, of course I'll go.
Yeah, that's always how they get you.
Yeah.
It's never the parents that get you to go to youth group, it's your friends.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, there's cute girls there.
They're like
girls there.
they're like the most vicious fucking salesmen out there. Like, that kid could have handed me a cigarette and I would have fucking smoked it. Of course, I would end up doing that like a year later, but that's not the point. The point is, I went to this youth group and fucking, I was cool with it at first because, they had a couple people talking. They had the typical, I used to be in prison and I look like a Nazi, but if you look closely, it's all religious tattoos because I found God when I was in jail the last time. And
Hopefully the last time this time too.
the part of that I'd been to church many times as a kid. I was unfortunate enough to have to go to like a few different fucking types of. I've had to go to Catholic services and goddamn, full on Black Baptist church services, which are the fun ones. But first off, it was all white kids, which already freaked me out. Like, oh, you guys are rich. We're not in Moreno Valley anymore, are we? Oh, we are, but it's not at the same time. It was some kind of outskirt shit. Somewhere like I don't know, like towards like that Alessandro kind of, you know what I mean? That far back. I don't know.
Turning into the white area.
Yeah, that's what it was. But we're in this room because it wasn't even in the. We're not in the main section of the church. You don't use the main sanctuary or whatever that shit's called in the fucking church. Nah, just a little room. And they turned off the lights. They turned on an overhead projector. And somehow a fucking there was a red goddamn like siren light on the ceiling, and it starts fucking lighting up. And then that's when everybody sticks their hands up and starts singing along with the song, with the words that are displayed on the damn screen from the overhead projector. And I was the only one standing there with my hands down. And they were looking at it like nobody was even acknowledging how weird I looked. Because they were just so in this trance of just like, ah. And that was my first time That's the closest I've ever been to like seeing any kind of cult behavior firsthand.
And that's true cult behavior in general.
Yes.
Like, that's weird. Worship in general, dude, is a weird thing. Like, when you really think about it, worship in any style, it's, you know...
It's the rituals that make me... It's the combination of rituals and rules.
Like, because when I imagine worship, I don't think of worship like people reading the Bible or reading, you know, some sort of religious book or religious practicings. I think of like exactly what you're describing, like them just hands up, kind of like not even knowing what like they act like they know in front of them, and I don't understand that part. So it kind of gets to the sense of like, why is everyone in this room doing the same fucking thing right now?
I think my problem too is that I still had I had a cast on still. I had broken my wrist, and I had just gotten the cool cast. They started me off with the one that went past my elbow for a wrist break. Yeah, it was because I broke both the bones, and I was an asshole and was like, no, I can still write like this. No, you can't, dumbass. But I'm just using my hand. But there's bones in your fucking wrist too. You're fucking everything up. Sorry. I had the shorter cast on by the time I went to this youth group, but just holding up that heavy that cast, you know, they're not that light, and holding it up for a few seconds, because I really did try to just like, okay, well maybe there's something to this, because their hands seem to be floating almost after a while, like they're really like, there's a weightlessness to what they're doing, like I don't see anybody shaking. That's what's weird, like after just a couple seconds of just that, and I'm just like, fuck this.
See, what I think it slightly has to do with, I don't know, Cornhead, did you ever go to any of those churches? Like, did you go to St. Senna?
Yeah.
Assembly?
No.
You never
I wasn't allowed in there, man.
Why not?
They're white people.
Oh.
I went to
Come
the...
on, there's plenty of Mexican kids.
No, I went to the one on Hewitt and Shaver.
The Mexican one?
Yeah.
Okay. But did you ever have to do that with the hands up?
Yep.
I think the
Well,
whole...
see, no. The thing about it, dude, is I guess if you feel it, you feel it. If you don't feel it, then you don't have to feel it.
No,
about it.
Check it out.
But I understand what you mean. Why is everybody doing the same thing in the room? I mean, that's why I wasn't going to fake it and be like, oh, yeah, I feel it, and did it too.
And it's only during the song that you feel it.
Hold your hands up
So
like
often.
that because all church songs go longer than normal because you're really praising them. So there's like 6 minutes for a 3-minute song.
I know that thing.
So you
about
got 6 minutes of holding your hands up, dude. After doing this for a while, you will feel something. Yeah. So it's the point of you're not. I don't want to say you're not feeling a spirit or something because that's to each his own. But
no,
you're feeling the fucking willies.
All right, but I'm just telling you the experiences. The other,
I've
been to another one where all you do is basically you just walk in to like a big ass building or a big ass room, dude. This is white church, all right. Big ass building, big ass room, dude. You go in, there's hardly any people sitting there. You know what I mean? You sit there, dude, and there's
Are you talking about the church we went to as a
kid? Yes.
Okay, dude. There was like maybe 15 people in the congregation whatsoever. Like, and half of them were preaching.
Yeah.
There was no there was standing. For hymns, there was standing.
Yeah, you would have to.
There was no like hands up bullshit. Fucking there was none of that. Like you went in, you praised God, you got the fuck out in time for football.
It was weird, dude. It was like
it was an old ass man. I loved my preacher, dude. He was or pastor because he had a wife and shit. Whatever it is. Okay, that guy was genuinely a nice guy.
All right, well, see,
old lady wife, of course. Then the organist looked like she was gonna die every time she played.
Then the moose was behind the fucking.
Yeah, dude. It was one of those situations where like my dad picked the closest white church to the bar. Like you could totally feel that, dude. Like 100%. Like Sunday he wanted to be a good Christian, but Monday he wanted to be drunk as fuck.
I didn't get it. Was like, dude, how is this the church, dude? It was big, dude. It took the entire fucking block, dude. It was between Main
it's still
Street.
Standing.
Yeah, Main Street and I want to say
it's a Mexican church now though.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 buildings to that thing with a big ass fucking parking lot in the back.
Yeah, dude. It's right across the street from fucking the school, Monte Vista. Like where Assembly of God is, you keep going a little bit and you look to your right by One Stop. And
Yeah,
fucking...
it's basically on the other side of that liquor store, Levi's Transmission.
Yes.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Big ass fucking main building.
That's
They have,
not Levi's, it's Blues, you asshole.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Blues Transmission, and then there's a donut shop right there too.
Blue was the smart brother. He was like Ricky compared to Levi's Doughboy.
Mm-hmm. That's such a fucking Levi gets recognition.
Fucking
Yeah, we're getting way off topic. Here
Alright,
with this, with this
what
shit.
I'm getting at is how's a small congregation like that has such a big ass fucking camp, like fucking area, dude. You know
No
what I mean?
taxes.
And
Yeah.
big ass fucking buildings, dude.
No taxes.
Yeah, I don't know.
perfect donations, man.
Yeah, I think they were funneling money
There are
somehow.
rich people that will pay a church just so they can have. They will pay a church a shit ton of money just so they'll put up like a sign somewhere that says like, you know, gold, like a gold donator or some shit like that.
Dude,
They like the rankings, man.
you gotta also think about it. Some people, and I'm not saying they're so horrible they have to like buy like a fucking dude that's like a Bill Cosby-esque person having to fucking donate money to a church to feel better about themselves. There is people like that, but realistically what a lot of it is these people get so enamored by the thought of church and helping out and everything, they just start donating fucking money. And the church, some of them are super chill. They start, you know, giving back to the congregation, helping them out with shit and whatnot. Those are the cool churches. Some churches, they just start funneling money to themselves. And that's how a lot of these guys get in trouble with the police. And usually those ones are also the same ones that try to start cults.
Yeah.
Because a cult is very easy to get people to jump in and be like, oh yeah. Because majority of them start in religion.
Yep.
Majority of these cults that you look around, they start as a religious practice, and these guys are like, dude, I've been preaching to these cats so long, they're gonna fucking listen to every single thing I say.
Yep. And yeah, that's what the ego tends to lead to is just like, let's just see how far I can really get these. Can I take them all the way to a cliff and then convince them to jump off?
You gotta think, some of these guys fucking did that. They got them to the cliff and fucking jumped the fuck off. Like the one thing that I'll say from like Reginald's personal experience with that, I've never heard of someone like, you know, I've heard of people that went there that later on off themselves, but had nothing to do with directly living at the place that she lived at. Because I think I've talked about that on the podcast before. Her growing up pretty much in a cult.
Yeah.
And hell, fuck it. There was called the Crossroads of and Ministry of God. It was off of Sage, right next to East Bend Road.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that whole section of East Bend and Sage right there was pretty much just the ranch. On the left hand side, where they have like the camping section, that was camping. Right hand side, all that land right there was that place called Crossroads. It was a whole bunch. It was a religious situation where it was like a religious wink wink, rehabilitation wink wink. Hey, come over here. We're gonna have you work, pay for all of our shit. You're pretty much gonna get fucked on a lot of things. It was a little shady, but it's like, I would say probably 6 out of 10 women that were there were raped at one point being there.
Yeah.
So it's a situation where it's like, what the fuck's going on? The parents did not discipline their children there. The like elders pretty much did.
That's not right.
Like
It's usually dudes that start these goddamn cults too.
And it's it's easy to brainwash these people when you base it off of especially rehabilitation or religion. Religion's easy as fuck to manipulate. Yep. Because you'd be like, yeah, dude, after a while you're going to be like...
And because there's so many like break off denominations and shit like that nowadays, especially, you know what I mean? They just throw all the fucking words in there and shit now. Presbyterial, fucking Episcopalians. They'll just start throwing them all in there. Yeah, televangelists. It all starts.
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah, to where fucking any one of those just pops up and they approach you and just like, you seem sad. You can feel better. And it's usually somewhat lonely people sometimes they're able to get, because they get them to go in there and they, there's like almost instant acceptance because everybody's on this weird hive mind of just like, we got to sell the newbies on it. So, someone else comes in, you got to make sure they're feeling it. God damn it, Corn, is that you?
Oh.
Are you just trying to massage your dick at this point?
Yes.
Dude, like... Are you answering it? What's going on there?
Is it the Kugia?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Kugia. But...
Yeah, two sinks don't fit in a car.
What was it? The Manson family was considered a
I was
cult.
waiting.
Yeah.
Because...
well, as far as some of the biggest, the most famous ones and shit, I think that and, Jim Jones?
Yeah, Jim Jones was huge. Fucking... what was the name of that place? Because I was just looking at it a second ago. It has a fucking name, dude. It was like I think it was the family.
That wouldn't... I don't know.
But there's quite a... Because I was going to ask Corn because he hasn't really talked in the last, 25 minutes, it seems.
What?
You haven't said, a fucking word since you let me take over for Massacre Canyon.
Not even. I gave you... I was walking in on some points.
And church a little bit.
So what? Oh yeah, and fucking church. See, so I'm not fucking.
What are some cults that you know of
that I heard of?
Yes,
not much, dude. Honestly, I've heard fucking from new ones recently. You know what I mean? But that was because of that blonde bitch from fucking Smallville was in it. Yeah, you guys haven't heard of that shit? It's like some sex cult. And they would get branded.
Why does that sound like awesome almost?
I don't know, sort of, I guess.
That's deterring.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of any fucking cults.
It's like, dude, what, is it like Russell Brand style where you just lose yourself in fuck?
Basically, yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's guy, girl, whatever it is.
Just orgy all around and just stick your wanker in whatever hole you can fit it in. My apologies to all our British listeners.
Corn,
UK,
whatever. Why do you know about sex cults?
Because it was like a real life sex cult, but I don't know any of the details actually. I do know that we do have a fucking Scientology temple here.
That's not a temple. That's a whole fucking... That was like their sacred mound of armory.
Here's a weird question. At a certain point, do some of the... Because even like the hippie communes can kind of be looked at as cults, like Wanderlust. It was a little bit culty.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much where Charles Manson was a hippie commune that turned into a fucking cult that he eventually just said, fuck it, let's start killing people and say it's because Black Panthers, so we can start a race riot.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations, like, those ones are fucking scary, dude, because those are the people, especially like Jim Jones and shit like that, to where it's like, those are the people that can influence that many people, and just, instead of turning them into, like, a war, they say, fuck it, I'm just gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
Waco, Texas?
That was where it was, huh? The Jim Jones thing?
No, Jim Jones was in
Waco was somewhere else, huh?
Yeah,
South.
Waco was the whole guns blazing one.
Yeah, Waco was like, it was fucking the side of Red Mountain or something like that. There's a documentary on it, but it's like...
Look at yeah.
Fuck you.
What?
Nothing.
Continue.
Oh, but
Cunt. In you.
That had a lot to do with fucking, just, yeah, you can't take my guns, bitch. But it, not so much. Like, there's a lot more back into Waco, but...
fuck me.
The thing in common with it is a power and control thing for,
A lot of these situations turn
once
into
they
that.
get you in, yeah, it becomes, okay, now we got rules. Most rules involving not being able to leave without like a permission, express written permission of the NFL and MLB
That happened.
and
at,
the NBA.
At Crossroads Place.
No, that's and that's the thing. Of course, they don't want you to leave because you might tell somebody in the outside world what the fuck's going on in there.
Like any place that's considered you don't listen to Christian music, you listen to worldly music. That's a fucking telltale sign right there, people. If you're at a church of any sort, and they tell you, "Oh no, you're listening to worldly music," when you're listening to anything outside of Christian music, you're in a fucking bad situation.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there. I do not condone hating on church or anything like that, but hating on a fake ass church, I'll do that every day of the week.
Hell yeah, especially with hell, dude, one that convinces a bunch of people to drink fucking poison.
Cyanide. Jim Jones with cyanide flavored Kool-Aid. Fucking Heaven's Gate committed suicide in many different fucking ways, including cyanide as well. That's where those two guys convinced them, like, oh yeah, we're part of Revelations, motherfuckers. UFOs coming to get us.
That shit scares the shit out of me. I don't know why. It doesn't scare me because you don't really hear about people just getting kidnapped and randomly like, now you're in a cult, bitch. Like, whoa.
Yeah,
it's
see,
more.
that's
What's weird. It's
People
a
join.
seduction. It's like vampires, man. They show up and just like, you want your dick sucked?
That's how they get you, though. They tell you, oh yeah, you're here by your free will. And then you get so enamored, and then they're like, what are you talking about? You can't leave.
Yeah, they get you to give up all your worldly possessions, and no, you don't need that house anymore. You don't need that job. Fuck that job, man. We'll give you a job. You can
Cops
live with
come-
us.
Cops come by. What's going on? Oh yeah, I want to leave. Yeah, they can leave if they want to. We never said they couldn't.
Bitch, if you try to leave, I'll kill your children.
Pretty
Whoa.
much. Scientology.
Yeah.
And what? Not full blown kill your children, but I'm keeping your children.
That's weird. And okay, this was actually the weird question that I wanted to pose on that one, just on that subject, just because, like we said, just about any group of common interest type people can end up being considered a cult in a bland sort of way. Polygamous, would that also kind of almost fit after a certain like number of wives?
It kind of goes back to Manson, because I mean they were having wild, crazy orgies.
Yeah, and sometimes they're all living in just like one big old property, and it's just like one dude making all the rules, and just like, yeah, I'll send the one that I trust the most out for groceries on occasion. But the rest of them, they're all gonna just stay at home and take care of the kids. They're gonna homeschool the kids too.
See, there wasn't a cult, but there was a family like that.
Giant, yeah, fucking shit ton of wives and a fucking shit ton of kids.
Yeah, and they wanted,
Gigantic house.
Yeah, and
They didn't really do much with the outside world.
No, they actually, I think, wound up fucking inbreeding after a while.
Dude.
That's horrible.
No, it was fucked up, dude. Like, the dad would not allow anyone to leave, period. Like,
yeah. Ew.
Yeah, see, that's where it's almost like a family gets turned into a cult.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's... Hell, we've all seen The Family. Everybody's at least been around one creepy family that did some random ritual out of nowhere. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here? They start singing a song or some weird shit together and just like, what the fuck?
Those families you get the fuck away from never go around again.
Like, I get nervous if I'm at someone's house and all of a sudden we're about to eat dinner. And right before I dig my fork into something, it's just like, oh yeah, everybody, let us pray. And now it's just like, oh shit, everybody's bowing to their food. And I've grown up to be quite weird when it comes to, I don't bash religion or people's fucking, you know what I mean, whatever's helping them with their beliefs. I will fuck you in your ass, Corn. Fucking rough style, like South Park video game style.
Barely fucking talking this shit. Your ass is fucking wacko if you think you're just walking out.
It just, yeah, I'm talking on the fucking phone. You better text that bitch. God damn it.
It's funny.
He was considered.
Then it's gonna be cold tonight, motherfucker.
You can just sit your little sexy ass down and watch yourself get killed now.
Hey, you wanna hit this weed? No, my wife will smell it on my vest. You can wear my vest.
Not my style. You got no style, motherfucker.
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
That was an awkward, like, we remember too much of that movie.
I fucking love that movie. Yeah. And dude, that's Uncle Eddie, man. For anyone that doesn't know that, if you've seen that movie, Homeboy, wanting to get home to his wife, that's Uncle Eddie from Grounded for Life.
Yeah. But I forgot what even... Corn, your fucking phone interrupted the whole goddamn thing.
We're on Scientologists and shit.
Okay, yeah. That's a creepy one, too. Just because... if you search up Hammett, that is one thing. That's sadly something that'll pop up eventually if you... is the Scientology... What do you call it? Base?
Yeah, it's a headquarters, and they call it like the Gold or some shit. But the whole thing to me, dude...
it looks like a gulag.
Oh.
Like the gulag. That's what I think I've seen. It's very castle-y and very
It kind of pisses me off because after looking into it a little bit more and finding out there's a fucking sniper's nest literally built into the hill. Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of church needs armed security?
And cameras getting
And
license
snipers.
plate numbers.
Yeah, and exactly. And then on top of it, fucking barbed wire fences, motion sensors, like...
Electric fences.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
We were watching that same video.
There used to be houses around there too.
And they tore them all down. The old ones. To be fair, they were very old looking ass houses.
They
though.
were, and I broke a few windows over there playing golf.
I
But
thought people lived in there.
they squatted in there.
Yeah.
That's why they tore them down, was they had squatters.
Yeah.
But they bought all those houses, bought the golf course, and honestly, I blame John Travolta because he bought the golf course, and then he became a Scientologist, and they took it over because they owned his property. So, boom.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
That's how that works.
So all that Mission Impossible money Tom Cruise is getting?
No, John Travolta.
John Travolta.
He made a movie.
Tom Cruise is a Scientologist too, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they pretty much
Like, if
that.
that's how that works
That
with all of
money
them,
goes. Yeah, I don't know how it gets redistributed to them, but yeah, the money goes into them, dude.
Because if I was a celebrity, I would not be paid. I will do you the favor of showing up at your church and letting you be able to boast that fact.
Well, did you
I ain't
guys look
donating
into
a
the
goddamn dollar.
King of Queens girl fucking thing?
Oh yeah, she escaped Scientology.
Yeah, she straight fucking.
Leah Remini. Yes,
She-
I have seen some shit about that.
No, that documentary. She
Yeah.
talks about the fuck. That's how it got a little big for like 2 seconds. Is she talks about that place because she went to that place.
That's creepy.
And the fucked up thing is like, that's where it really showed. She was talking about where like shit seriously got fucked up. Like the way you gained ranking in there was all right. We're gonna give you more teachings, but you need to give us more money so we can give you the teachings. So you paid your way to the top.
That's pretty lame.
And anyone that considers your Bible to be from a dude that was a failed science fiction writer, and sorry, I still say failed because you put out 3,000 books in one genre when no one's writing that shit. Yeah, of course people's gonna read it. There was no TV, dude. Or TV wasn't everywhere. So that's one of those, like, that's pretty fishy. I mean, it's hard to trust anything that comes from any version of religion because it dates back thousands of years.
I'm that weird that I would rather just fucking go off the fucking shit that I've seen in movies and just go off of goddamn Star Wars. That's the best example I've seen for any kind of, for like all the beliefs culminated into one pretty much. I was just watching an interview with George Lucas where he called it the life. Where he said it came from like a very primitive life force, pretty much, you know, which is the best sense I've made. But anyway, we're not here for really.
Yeah, that's where it got jacked up because fucking that's what cults usually base their shit off of is different versions of religion.
Yeah, just a slight break off and a slight difference.
I want to see a cult start with some crazy shit and wind up inevitably being still fucking crazy. But like the cult of Justin Bieber or something like that where like you're like, okay, all right, whatever. It's just like a fun little thing, you know, kind of like the Team Edward thing.
It'll start off just the church of just Dustin Bieber.
That's even scarier. That's scary because that's some random guy. Like he has nothing to do with babies.
But he probably has beautiful bangs. I'll bet you. I'll bet the Bieber is what gives you the bangs.
Dustin Bieber. We need to find this guy.
I think we might have just named the episode.
Yeah, you hit him with those Dustin bangs.
That's almost your new nickname. Your 5th nickname for the show. You need to cut your hair.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit of a mop top hippie.
Corn, what's your scariest cult idea? What would be a scary fucking cult to you?
Actually,
What? Okay, here's the question. What cult would actually get you to join? What's some fucked up shit that would actually like? It doesn't have to be fucked up, but like, what's one of the easiest ways that would get you to join a cult? Because I already know what would get me.
Corn's apparently on the sex cults.
nah.
I would take a mixture of that with like the free rent cult.
Yeah, see, if it's like somewhere where I get to stay, but
So
at the
just
same
like
time,
Scientology, but you can bang people.
no, I mean you got to be able to leave. I don't want to be stuck there, dude. You know what I mean?
But you're
I mean,
banging
that-
people. Who cares?
No, that's my house. You know what I mean? But I'll leave whenever I want. When you know what I mean? Whatever money I make, I keep. You know what I mean?
So you want free money or you want free rent?
Basically, free housing until like
Yeah.
If they
That's
really if they really believe in their message,
Just
then
be a
just
pastor or preacher.
pass it
or
around
anyone,
for
like,
free.
Any of them, they all tax free, so you can wind up getting a house after a while, dude. Don't worry. You just
free
gotta
housing, dude.
you gotta be a missionary in some fucked up country though for a minute.
But I think we've all seen like some of the weed churches that have not popped out here, unfortunately. Yeah,
I seen one only.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the ones that were selling weed, huh? Yeah. Okay.
It was a
Touche.
trip.
Touche. I forgot it did come out here.
The vault.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about just showing up and then what are they gonna be saying
In
about
nomine
weed?
Patri, Espiritu.
No, that's
And
what
then-
someone's gonna be like. Would you like to buy these beautiful butts? Oh, thank you.
Or they would
Jesus
just,
Christ bless these today.
or they would be showing the different kind of strains, it's almost like a seminar every
Were
Sunday.
they all like religious strains too?
No,
Holy Christ.
no,
Yeah, Passion OG.
no.
No,
Okay,
that's
I would
fucked
smoke
up.
some Passion OG though. Don't lie.
They had some super security though, dude. That out of all the security I've ever seen, dude, that was some. Super
Would you say it
security.
was nailed down tight?
It's fucked up, dude.
No, because they also had a lounge area too while you waited while the bartenders were. Yeah, dude.
See,
I don't
this
know
is
what
why I
happened
wouldn't
with
last in a cult, because I would be making stupid ass jokes like that and get kicked
They
out.
would instantly be like, dude, we're fucking serious, man.
There wouldn't be any like you can't leave us. It would be like, dude, get the fuck out.
You're the only one that's ever been kicked out. We go ahead, leave leak the information.
We're not
sick
even
of
gonna kill you, because we don't want to have to waste the time burying your fat ass. Just get the fuck.
No one's gonna take
out.
you seriously
Yeah.
with those jokes.
You're literally every time it gets quiet in this fucking. Every time it gets quiet during worship, you fucking crack a fart. You sick. You're immature. Get out. Get out.
I don't know, man.
You heard that?
You're fucking 30. Why are you fucking?
How can you not fart loud though? Like, I mean, at a certain
There's
point,
a
you're
way to
just
quiet
farting.
down your fart, but
I'm not squeezing my asshole. That's how I'm gonna poop.
no, you don't squeeze your asshole. You
let it go?
spread it.
Oh, that sounds nasty. It sounds like I'm gonna poop even more.
No, okay. You gotta know that it's a fart.
Well, I never know. So
You gotta actually know.
I lost my O-ring a long time ago. Okay, so so I never know if it's just gonna fall out,
Did
dude.
you
I
get
don't.
stretched out?
I've had a lot of fat turds.
Oh yeah, that's
I've shit myself a few times. Shit happens.
You had a lot of fat what?
Turds.
What did you think he said, Corn?
Ew.
But well, obviously the Manson family one. That's scary just because you can just straight convincing people to just go murder, and it's just okay. That's yeah. But even like the harmless ones that, okay, some of them probably start off harmless. No, we're just a different kind of church. Like I said, I actually kind of, I don't really hear about women starting the cult, like being the full-on cult leaders.
Well, besides those 2 nuns and a prostitute in that one.
Okay. But weren't they working for a dude?
They
Or
were all
working with a
together.
dude? Yeah, see.
That was like
I need to see like
the
a
conspirators style thing.
Yeah, I want to see the full-on, like, just that one female that fucking goes in and just like...
I truly want to say, if you look at that situation, it was probably the prostitute that started this.
Actually, thinking about it, women do actually have their own cult followings. It's just on Instagram. They show a little cleavage and all of a sudden 1 billion thirsty guys start following them.
I'll suck any face for you. I'll
Yeah.
suck dick for you.
That's how you end up with the guy that got herpes from drinking some Instagram whore's bath water.
Yeah.
That's
I'm next.
that's horrible.
Not really.
No, but you know what I mean.
I could see corn.
There is a cult following to that and shit because they get sponsorships after they start getting all that Instagram fame. Speaking of Instagram fame, follow at JNT Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
You can make us Instagram models.
Yes. You can actually see the lady versions of us on Instagram. Yes. The JNT bag, hers.
And corn's the prettiest.
Corn's the sluttiest.
Yeah, I said it. Corn's the prettiest.
Corn is the sluttiest.
That's what makes
He's
him
like
the
that.
prettiest.
He is like that fucking like a Mexican version of that chick on the New Guy. Remember when the fat black guy sees her the yearbook pictures? That's the sluttiest chick I've ever seen.
That was the one that was fucking up on the roof with him.
With the chocolate syrup.
Yeah. You want to take my bra off with your teeth?
Yeah. That's what Corn looked like a Mexican version of that.
I so would have did you.
Corn's lady version looked like 6 kids and 4 baby daddies.
Respect.
For some reason, the technology could not get rid of Rookie's beard. I'm giving you respect.
I look like
dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I started glowing.
It's creepy. It got rid of my beard, but not yours.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Got rid of Corn's mustache.
Mine's so wispy, they just see neck. And
Yeah,
it's like we're leaving
That must
it.
be the neckline. That must be the jawline right there, huh? Oh no, because that's
No, they
weird.
extended their jawline.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, this bitch is gonna be the bearded lady. Yeah. But yeah, so you can see that there. But and there's no cult following on there, so that should be fine.
Man, yeah. If there is on that, I'm scared.
If we ever get a cult following, that would... I guess maybe one day we might be looked upon as like the worst cult, like the... What's the minimum to hit, like, what's the minimum fandom you need to become a cult classic?
To me, I would say minimum fandom, like how many people? I don't know. But
I don't know how it applies to podcasts.
But one movie I don't think should be a cult classic, but it is. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
I like, no offense to anyone that does like that. I don't dig it at all. I don't understand it as being one of those like, oh, this is a fucking great. Like, some people take that shit way overboard with how amazed they
The
are by it.
fandom of it, yes. They're the obsession still. Like, I understand keeping something alive. And I'm not, and out of respect for Susan Sarandon and like Tim Curry and shit, I wouldn't even bash it like so much like that. It just wasn't a movie that I enjoyed. I did watch it. I got the worst kind of recommendation. Oh, you're a stoner. First off, that doesn't mean just like give me anything weird and I'm just gonna be like, yeah! Because that was extra weird. And I was just like, what? What's going on here? I don't need more of it. That creeped me out quite a bit, actually. I shouldn't have watched that movie in October.
I got big ass ears.
He's a Dumbo. Here comes Dumbo Mutombo.
No.
Where I come from, to have giant ears means you have satellite television. That'd be weird if there was like...
That was retarded.
That was awesome. Fuck off, bro. You obviously don't know who Dikembe Mutombo is.
You don't know how to get satellite television in Africa? Because I don't.
Yeah, I sure as fuck don't. I'm pretty sure you gotta pay a warlord.
It might be easier to get a satellite phone than satellite television.
I don't think I've ever played a video game with someone from Africa. I don't know if it exists.
Well, there was that one prince.
No, there's probably...
You know, the one that emailed everybody in the country and tried to...
Oh yeah,
so he
they
could give
finally
away his
started
millions.
busting down on those guys. I was like, that. How did you... What?
Yeah.
How are you gonna bust down on them? You're gonna call up Interpol? You sure as fuck know a lot of them weren't coming from America in the first place.
No, a lot of them were.
Oh, that's even worse.
They were claiming to be in Africa. There was a whole process with some of them. People have actually... Like, there's chicks have actually married those guys and found out they weren't princes. They just kept asking him for money. What kind of prince? Yeah. But yeah, I guess the moral of this particular episode is just like, you know, I think that's why I don't go to concerts.
Colts?
Think about it, man.
The Colts?
The cult behavior is very much alive in a concert.
The Cure.
It's all about the mood, too. Depending on the genre of music, the behavior of the fans is very cult-like. If I say, let's go to a Korn concert, you're not expecting people sitting down at tables drinking wine.
That would be interesting, because all you hear in the background is y'all want to sing, we'll say fuck that.
Okay, the only time you got that was Korn Unplugged. So in a way you did get that.
Damn, Freak on a Leash was awesome.
It was.
Amy Lee.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Okay, if I say... let's go to a Black Dahlia Murder concert.
Acoustic. that would be so funny, dude. Just because it's like...
Yeah. Would you you wouldn't picture you wouldn't picture the fans in attendance to be sitting down at tables drinking wine, having dinner.
Maybe nowadays,
enjoying a nice concert.
Everyone's getting older.
John Mayer.
John Mayer, you can expect to see wine drinkers.
Yeah.
Cheese.
John Mayer's like Michael Bublé, bro. Like, you go there, you have a picnic, you have a good time. You're a fucking adult. Like, that's what happens there. You're a goddamn adult.
Or if you went to pretty much any punk rock concert in the fucking late 80s, early 90s.
Like the Clash.
And fucking, yeah, what kind of, you wouldn't expect to see the wine drinkers back then. No. Their behavior is determined by the music. Their white boys are just crashing into each other for no reason.
It's so angry.
When did that start? Like too many jokes from black people, I think. Just like, y'all can't dance. Y'all can't dance. Look at this disco shit. Y'all can't dance.
But into each other.
Yeah.
And just smashing. Like, just... That's really retarded now that I think about it. Like, why are you abusing each other? Like, you can dance, dude. Like, you can dance if you want to.
And I don't even know if that's actually the reason for the moshing, but I like to think that that's what invented it. Just one too many jokes from just black people.
Just like, what you got, the electric slide? Oh,
there you go, square dancing again, boring motherfuckers. And all of a sudden, just like, you know what? And they just raged out all of a sudden.
You can't do this. Come in here, try this. No.
I'm good.
Nope.
You guys are starting to shave your heads a lot more now.
This is getting scary.
Yeah. What's with the red shoelaces? I'm gonna go home.
I heard Zig Heil. Aren't we in America?
What is that flag up there? That's okay. I can understand a Confederate flag. You guys got a full-on Nazi flag flying. You're not even trying to hide it anymore, are you? I'm gonna go home. That's that SpongeBob. Okay, Corny, you've seen the SpongeBob "On My Head Out," "I had on my head out" fucking memes. They're fucking beautiful. Sorry, I just had to, just because I kept thinking of just like getting invited to that concert, that punk concert where it's just a bunch of Nazis. And then I'm picturing fat Ethan Suplee. Is it Suplee or Suplee?
Suppley like a pig.
Yeah, that's what I would rather call it. Suplee just sounds like...
He doesn't, even though he's skinny, he still doesn't get that. No. I'm sick of this shit. I pronounce your name right every time because I pronounce it the way I want to. Merca Suppley.
Suplee.
I hope he hears this.
It'd be hilarious.
He comes back, it's Suplee.
I imagine him choking you like he'd fucking like on Fanboys and shit. If I see you near my sister again, I'm gonna hunt you down like a T-1000.
He's not as intimidating now that he's not Louis Elastic, though.
Still.
No, he'd still fuck me up probably, but I'm just saying he's not as intimidating.
He's still beefy though.
He's probably
Didn't
more
you see
power.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
He held that guy off a ledge.
Now he's like Kingpin.
He'd make a good kingpin.
He'd have to get a little bit more stacked up top.
Yeah. They won't put a buff kingpin after goddamn Michael Clark Duncan did it. They're just like, alright, let's go fat. Vince D'Onofrio or whatever. I know he did Kingpin for the Netflix show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that is that's weird. Concerts, yeah. Concerts are cults. Yeah. And the opposite side, if you go to a goddamn Kenny G concert, I would love to see people moshing at a Kenny G concert.
I'm looking up the tickets.
You want to be the first ones?
I
To
want
just start fighting at a Kenny G
No,
concert?
you know that much. Even though he's like, oh, everyone knows who Kenny G is. His tickets are only like $5. He's shit.
Yeah, he's probably going to a casino and shit.
What we can probably do is organize enough people just to do that in like a flash mosh.
Flash mosh?
A flash mosh.
Flash mosh!
Every one of us.
That
That goes.
would be fucking weird at a Kenny G concert.
Yeah. What the hell's going on in section C?
And then just right at the end of it, right when it seems like it's getting broken up, I look Kenny G, me, the black guy of the podcast, looks Kenny G right in the face and yells the N-word. Loud and proud.
Dude, I've never been...
And call him a nappy-headed hoe.
He looks like one.
Wait, like an N-word or a nappy-headed hoe?
Whoa, the nappy-headed O.
Just to make it awkward for a second. But yeah.
See, I feel okay since it's about a white guy, not like the whole Imus thing. You remember that guy. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, Corn.
Concerts are cults.
Concerts are cults.
You wouldn't if you went to a hip hop concert. Well, no. If you went to a goddamn country concert, you wouldn't expect to see a bunch of twerking bitches.
Yeah,
maybe now, yeah. Whores. That sounds mean. Because if it's at a rap concert, I'm just like, oh, look at those lovely ladies twerking
You see
what their mothers gave them.
And it's just this.
You guys are just sad, bunch of trailer sluts.
Charlatan.
Yeah. Hey, driver, look at these.
Boy, I hope that's over 18.
But yeah, well, we are just about at the hour and shit. Actually, I think the way the intro works, we should be right about the hour. So if you've had any creepy culty experience, call the voicemail. It's 951-394-3420. Or just look down in the description. All that information is there. Head to J&T Baggers, just bookmark jntbaggers.podbean.com. And you'll have all the information right there. And you just click on episodes and it'll refresh and show you the new episodes. And I want to throw these scissors at Corn, but that's just mean.
Yeah, they're fucking scissors.
Yeah. Also hit up Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Because they make everything nicest.